A red bandana, red bandana. I done spent too many blocks for this. I done licked too many shots for this. I don't wear this shit.
Champion.
New champ.
We are here. The last battle on the card. The last battle we're going to talk about on the card. T-Rex. Huh?
Just watch. I'm watching. See how long you gonna go for this intro.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a while. I like doing long intros. I'm a freestyle too. A rebuttal. Last matchup that we get into. The new champ versus the grand champ.
The old champ.
Rosenburg Raw. I heard and it looked, on the stage, the huddle. A lot of battles in space. It's definitely from the first to this. Everybody gathered around. Face off.
Stars down on stage.
Yeah, the face off that generated, over 100K views too. To me, this was the main event based on how y'all was talking. What happened, Rosenburg? I don't feel like I got what I actually wanted in this battle. And what I wanted was close to it. Everything can be a classic, but he can get me close to it.
Right.
Oh yeah, a great battle.
I take a good battle sometimes.
Yeah, I take a good battle. This wasn't it.
I think Rex robbed us all.
Get into it.
I think Rex robbed us all. I think it was.
Try to rebuttal.
I think it was a pathetic showing from a legend. I think he threw the battle. He tried to make it a no contest.
Okay.
And I just think he fooled us. Even me as being his opponent.
Yeah.
We talked off cam plenty of times.
Okay.
Thought he was a good dude. He said he was a fan of Rosenburg. Said, I want to give him a shot. I'm giving him a shot.
Yeah.
He really was just coming up there so he ain't have to pay ARP his money back. And
the Airwell battle?
Yeah. He proved that he cherry picked me. He proved my point with that. Rex might have wrote a minute and 57 seconds worth of Rosenburg material. That's being nice. And it's just it puts a stain on the whole event. To me, I thought the event was great, and I thought Rex was the black guy. I thought he was the black guy. It's unfortunate.
All right, so people would say contractual agreement is 2 minutes. You knew this.
Yes, I did.
It's 2 minutes every round.
Yeah.
I think even him himself said you have a lot to say to him. He doesn't have a lot to say to you because of his stature in the game. You're going for 2:30, 3 minutes. He's supposed to cut you off. What do you say to that?
I would say contracts. So the thing about contracts, if we're contracted to go for 2 minutes, it means that we are allowed to go for 2:30.
Yeah, 30-second grace period.
Yep, it's usually the minimum unless something is discussed otherwise.
Okay. Yeah.
You are required to rap for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Required.
That's the part of
There's
the
a big word.
That's gonna help you. Yep.
It's a big word. When you go under the required time, you are also breaching the contract.
There you go.
So if it's a 2 minute round and you give me 90 seconds,
Perfect point.
you're breaching the contract. Rosenberg wasn't up there complaining about how short his rounds were. Oh, he's fucking the footage up. He only going for 90 seconds. We supposed to rap for 2. He's shortchanging the battle. Because I'd have looked like a fucking fool in a poor sport. He breached the contract just like I did. Here's the only thing he didn't do. He didn't come to me and say, yo, Rosenberg, listen, I got a battle with Tay-Rock in 2 weeks. My rounds is going to be a little shorter.
Yeah.
Is that cool with you? He didn't do that.
Okay.
I did go to him
Yeah.
and say, hey, this is a big battle for me. I want to respect you and come to you man to man, ask you, do you mind?
Okay.
I didn't bully him.
Right.
Do you mind? Got a little bit of extra.
Okay.
A little bit of extra. That's cool with you?
Yeah.
He talked a little bit more.
Every
but
round, so he agreed to every round is the first.
he knew I was flexing limits.
Yeah.
He knew. Now here's the thing. I didn't pull an Arsenal.
Okay.
I was never gonna go for 5 minutes. Was never gonna go that long.
Okay.
To me, I'm a firm believer in that's when you start hurting your rounds, when you overdo it. I wasn't overdoing it.
Okay.
Rex was complaining before I got over the time limit. The only valid point he had is when he complained in the first round.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Anything after that, he was bitching before I even got to 2:30.
Okay.
And this is what I will say also. The time limit ain't just a problem.
It's
What
all
about the
right.
sportsmanship?
But I can also rebuttal that too.
What about the sportsmanship?
Rex is a dirty fighter.
Okay.
He's been doing this for years.
Okay, he's a dirty fighter, right?
That doesn't make it right, but
Right.
you gotta know who you're facing also. A lot of his battles, he's done bumping and shoving. I
That
see
wasn't-
everybody get mad, like with the Verb situation. If anybody was in the building, Rex was eyeing him down, moving up to him, getting close, and then bumping him and doing that.
All
They
that's
enjoyed it.
All that's okay.
Yeah.
All that's okay. The talking through the rounds. Every time you say a punch, you try to get to that. Right when you get to, he times it. They don't always turn both our mics off in battles.
Yeah. I can
So
hear him.
I know you could. Everybody could.
Everybody
He
could,
did it
yeah.
about
Yeah.
30 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I would get to a punch, it would be shh. Even when he's trying to act like he likes your bar, he'll laugh
Yeah.
and cut off the momentum to the
Right.
punch.
Make it
Why
fun.
is the fighter getting punished? How do you? He will say.
He was
Well,
saying.
he would say.
A great dialogue, you know. That's what I do.
He
That
would
was
say
etiquette.
Rex is a dirty fighter. Hey, we all know that. So shouldn't you go into that expecting it? Well, how do you counter somebody speaking through the microphone after almost every other bar used? There's no counter to that. That's almost.
Make sure his mic is
I'm
on.
about to say, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it
So
comes
now
down
you gotta
to
go into
intent.
contracts with T-Rex, the legend, and say, listen, you gotta make sure his mic off. When do we start revoking
Right.
the legend card? Because to me, we're at a point now
Yeah.
where the legacy is starting to be tarnished.
Yeah.
Okay.
The legacy
so?
is starting. Rex is damn near running around on a. He's damn near. You can almost call this the Rex scandal, depending
Rex
on
scandal.
how this depending on how the Tay-Rock battle goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit is almost a scandal. What are you doing? We believed in you. We listen to the opportunity he had. Because I want to let the fans know something.
I know the opportunity.
Huh?
Let me say it.
He had a chance to beat Rosenburg Raw
And Rock.
on RBE. Go to Battle Rock in Philly, which is one of his second home.
RBE, that's what it's
On RBE,
Yeah.
debut.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Talk
beat
about it.
Rosenburg, and then go beat Rock in 2 weeks.
Right. And everybody says Rex is back. Rex
Rex is back. You
Right.
might have been able to bump him back on the Rushmore.
Okay.
Arguably might have been able to bump him back on the Rushmore. That would have been Bill Collector, Rosenburg, Rock.
Yeah.
And your
With a
last
resume that's already flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this though. So, and I've been here for a while. I've seen it all a few times. What do you do moving forward in this situation? Because we can sit here and talk about it all day. There's nobody getting penalized in battle rap. What if I told you that there's multiple scenarios of Rex in 2013 doing stuff like this?
Well, here's the thing.
Not even just talking, like you saying a scandal. Like, it was a big commotion in 2013, him messing around. But still, when he said he got a battle rap lifespan, that's a fact, Rex saying.
Yeah.
He's Rex.
I
will
think he
say-
just excused it by
I
saying.
I didn't excuse it.
You say excused it by
I'm
saying
saying-
Rex,
pointing
we all
out the
know
fact.
he do that.
Things, but I'm gonna point
Point out the
out.
fact.
You know what you should be pointing out
Yeah.
that the narrative's changing on Rex. Rex has got away with a lot of this stuff
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
The fans that speak, go read some comments,
Yeah.
go read some tweets.
Yeah.
They're tired of this shit.
I mean, I put out a video.
tired.
I know what I'm saying
Yeah.
now, but I put out a video. You can see me. I'm tired of it too. And
We're
saying-
tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Rex too, Black. Here's the thing. Here's where I go.
Yeah.
I'm arguably 6-0. 6 rounds.
When he returns, yeah,
Arguably haven't lost a round since I've been back.
I'll take
I
that.
can't help my opponents or bring it to the table.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But since I've been back in the ring, I haven't cheated the fans yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit around and sulk about this and let Rex, create the narrative
Yeah.
or change the narrative of what I'm doing.
Okay.
We got some big fights that we want to do.
Yeah.
One thing I want to let people know is we want to control more who we fight.
There you go. There you go.
It's just
There you
throwing-
go. That's how you do it. Right.
Just throwing
That's how
me
you
on-
do it.
It's not
Right.
throwing me on a card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I battle who I want. If it makes sense,
Okay.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this could be a whole nother champion episode if you ask me. Everybody knows.
We can break it up if you want.
Everybody knows I want Bill Collector. He's running. Kind of getting tired of it.
Okay.
Everybody knows we want
Let's
Bill.
switch the gears there.
Everybody knows we want Bill.
I
You
think
called out Bill versus Craig, right?
I let him know that I wanted him. Yeah.
And what history? I know ARP is he works fast.
You
So
know-
what happened when ARP tried to call?
My red bandana, my red bandana, my red bandana, my red bandana. Been in all kind of shit, so on politic.